So, yeah, thank you, Rick, for sharing that. Go ahead.
Let me ask you, Steve,
Yeah.
ba- based on your expertise and how you understand emotional intelligence and the way the brain works, what is it about the brain that makes it want to basically stay where it is, stay safe, stay with what it knows, as opposed to making change?
No, great question. And the answer is both simple and complex. The simple part is the brain is lazy. The brain wants to conserve energy. Your brain uses more energy than anything else in your body. I know that may be a shock for some people, but it's true. Your brain uses a lot of energy, especially if you're doing higher cognitive functions like problem solving, critical thinking, strategic planning, anything related to using what we call the executive part of our brain, the prefrontal cortex. It uses a lot of energy, and I'm sure if you've been in a day where you've been problem solving all day or putting out fires or whatever you want to call it, and you get to 2 or 3 in the afternoon and you just go, I'm done. That's it. I have no more energy. It's because your brain is using up so much energy. So that's the simple answer. The more complex answer is we have embedded patterns within ourselves that we have created, patterns of behavior, patterns of thinking that we are comfortable with. And our brain has a resistance to going outside the comfort zone. So that's the more complex answer is how do we then change these neural networks? How do we change these embedded patterns that are creating this stasis, this being stuck in the same place or cycling? I mean, let me ask a question. I want to, I love the exercise approach, Rick, that you used a little while ago. I would ask anybody watching this to pick a situation in their life right now that they are just cycling around. It's something that keeps coming back to mind over and over, and you're having a certain set of emotions around whatever that situation is, but you're not getting resolution to it. So think about what that is. Think about what the emotions are and name them. Be very specific. Write it down. What emotions are you having about this situation that is not getting resolved? And what is that doing for you? How is that impacting you? How is it draining your time, your energy, your focus? Is it making you less effective? Is it creating other kinds of challenges for you? And be honest with yourself about that. Well, the reality is we may not be able to resolve that situation this minute. It may not be totally in our control, but we do choose the emotional environment we're going to live in. So we could change. And I love my dad, the psychologist. My dad's passed away now, but I learned so much from him over the years. And he has some great sayings. And when I was a kid, he would always say to me, well, your attitude will determine your altitude. And it took me a while to figure out what that meant. And, it was like, I'm a kid. What do I know? Right. But I now realize what he's talking about. The better our attitude toward things, which includes our emotional environment, the more likely we are to spread our wings and fly higher. And sometimes even fly above circumstances. I'm not saying they go away. What I'm saying is we get to choose how high we fly.